Hi all, welcome to the session for discussing numerical problems from the topic Star-Delta connection. Myself, Renu George, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, RSET. This lecture is fourth one in this series. First one is about three-phase generation, second one about star connection, and third one about delta connection. In this session, we'll discuss some numerical problems based on concepts discussed in previous three lectures. Before moving to numerical problems, let's have a look at important equations discussed in previous lectures, which will be useful for solving problems. In three-phase system, there are two methods of connection, star and delta. In star connection, three windings are connected to form a junction. Various phase voltages are VRN, VYN and VBN. Remember, phase voltage means voltage across a phase winding and line voltage means voltage across two lines. Here, the line voltages are VRY, VYB and VBR. In the previous lecture, we have seen that in a balanced star connected system, line voltage VL equal to root 3 times phase voltage V phase. Here note that VL represents magnitude of line voltage. In a balanced three-phase star-connected system, three line voltages are equal in magnitude but displaced from each other by 120 degree. Since magnitude of three voltages are same, it can be represented using a simple notation VL. Similarly, V phase represents magnitude of phase voltage. The three phase voltages are also equal in magnitude and displaced from each other by 120 degree. IR, IY and IB are phase currents. Similar to phase voltage, phase current means current flowing through a phase and line current means current flowing through a line. In star connection, phase is connected in series with line. Therefore, line current IL will be same as phase current I phase. Here also IL and I phase represent magnitude of line currents and phase currents. Similar to phase voltages and line voltages, the three phase currents and three line currents are equal in magnitude and displaced by 120 degree. Then coming to equation of power, there are three types of power in AC circuits: active power P, reactive power Q and apparent power S. Active power in a three-phase system is the sum of active powers in three phases, which is equal to 3 times V phase I phase cos phi. Since I phase is equal to IL and V phase is equal to VL by root 3, the expression can be modified. 3 by root 3 gives a numerator root 3. In terms of line voltage and line current, therefore the equation of active power becomes root 3 VLIL cos phi. The reactive power in terms of phase voltage and phase current is 3 V phase I phase sin phi. In terms of line voltage and line current, it is root 3 VLIL sin phi. Apparent power in terms of phase voltage and phase current is 3 V phase I phase. In terms of line voltage and line current, it is root 3 V phase I phase. In delta connection, three windings are connected together to form a closed loop. Since a phase is connected in parallel across two lines, magnitude of line voltage is same as magnitude of phase voltage. Here phase currents are IRY, IVYB and IBR. The line currents are IR, IY and IB. As seen in previous lecture, in delta connection, magnitude of line current is equal to root 3 times magnitude of phase current. IL is equal to root 3 times I phase. The expression for different powers are same for both star and delta connections. Next, we will discuss some typical numerical problems based on these concepts. First question. 350 ohm non-inductive resistances are connected in A star, B delta to a 400 volt 3-phase 50 Hz supply. Calculate 1. Line voltage, 2. Phase voltage, 3. Phase current, 4. Line current and 5. Power consumed. Here we have to consider star or delta connection at the load side. So 400 volt 50 Hz is the input to 3 load resistors connected in star or delta. First we will solve the problem for star connection. In the question it's mentioned that the supply voltage is 400 volt. It is not specified in question as phase voltage or line voltage. If nothing is specified, we have to consider the given voltage as line voltage. Therefore, the magnitude of line voltage VL equal to 400 volt. This is the answer to first part of question. Next, to calculate phase voltage, consider the equation VL equal to root 3 V phase. And from this equation, V phase is equal to VL by root 3 and phase voltage V phase is equal to VL by root 3, which is equal to 400 by root 3, which is equal to 231 volt. Answer to second part. Phase current is current in a phase and it is equal to voltage in a phase divided by impedance of that phase. Here it's given in the question that each phase consists of one resistance. So we need to consider only resistor as impedance. I phase is equal to V phase by R. V phase is 231, R is 50. 231 by 50 is 4.62 ampere. Answer to third part of question. In star connection, IL equal to I phase. So line current IL is equal to phase current I phase is equal to 4.62 amperes. Power consumed is the active power. So use the equation of active power. Active power is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. Substituting VL equal to 400, IL equal to 4.62 and cos phi is equal to 1. Cos phi is taken as 1 because this is a purely resistive circuit. We get power consumed as 3200 watts. Next, consider the resistors connected in delta. 350 ohm resistors are connected in delta and 400 volt 50 hertz is the input. Here also take the given voltage as line voltage. VL is equal to 400 volt. In delta connection, VL is equal to V phase. Therefore, phase voltage V phase is equal to 400 volt. Phase current I phase is equal to voltage in a phase divided by impedance of that phase. Impedance of one phase is the resistance value 50 and voltage in one phase is 400 volt. So I phase is equal to 400 by 50, which is equal to 8 amperes. In delta connection, IL is equal to root 3 I phase. The line current IL is equal to root 3 into phase current 8 amperes, which is equal to 13.86 amperes. Power consumed, P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. Substituting VL equal to 400, IL equal to 13.86 and power factor is equal to 1. We get power consumed as 9600 watts. Here we can infer one advantage of delta connection over star. For star connection, the active power or useful power calculated is only 3200 watts, which is less than 9600 watts in delta connection for same load resistors, which means it's possible to get more output power when load is connected in delta. For this reason, most of three-phase loads are delta connected rather than star connected. Next question. Three similar coils, each having a resistance of 5 ohm and an inductance of 0.02 Henry, are connected in delta to a 440 volt 3-phase 50 Hz supply. Calculate the line current and total power absorbed. Here we have to consider three similar coils connected in delta. A coil has resistance and inductance, and in this case it's given resistance of coil as 5 ohm and inductance as 0.02 Henry. These are the values for one phase, and it's given the supply voltage as 440 volt. Consider it as VL, the line voltage VL equal to 440 volt. F is equal to 50 Hz, and question is to calculate the line current and the total power absorbed. Now let's look at the equations for getting IL. As we know, in delta connection, IL is equal to root 3 I phase. But I phase is not given in question, so we have to use the equation. I phase is equal to V phase by Z phase for finding I phase. Here V phase and Z phase are unknowns, so use equation V phase is equal to VL for finding V phase and Z phase is equal to root of R square plus XL square. VL is given in question, R is given in question, but for finding XL we have to use another equation. XL is equal to 2 pi FL. So we must find XL first, then Z phase and V phase. From Z phase and V phase, calculate I phase, and using I phase, find IL. But in question, it is asked to find the total power absorbed also. Equation of power absorbed or active power is root 3 VL cos phi. Cos phi can be found using equation cos phi is equal to R by Z phase. Hence, for calculating power, first calculate cos phi. We'll calculate the values now. First, let's find a value of XL using equation 2 pi FL. Substitute F equal to 50 and L equal to 0.02. We get XL equal to 6.28 ohm. Next, calculate Z phase using equation root of R square plus XL square. Substitute R equal to 5 ohm and XL equal to 6.28 ohm. Answer is 8.05 ohm. In the delta connection, VL equal to V phase. So V phase is equal to 440 volt. I phase is equal to V phase by Z phase. V phase is 440 volt and I phase is 8.05 ampere. Substituting, we get I phase is equal to 54.6 amperes. Delta connection, IL equal to root 3 times I phase. Substituting, I phase is equal to 54.6. We get IL as 94.8, which is the answer to the first part of question. Power factor of each coil cos phi is equal to R by Z phase. Substituting R equal to 5 and Z phase is equal to 8.05. We get cos phi as 0.622. We have to mention the power factor as lagging because this is an inductive circuit. Power consumed, P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. Substituting VL equal to 440, IL equal to 94.8 and cos phi equal to 0.622. We get power consumed equal to 45,000 watts. Now moving on to the third problem. Question. In a three-phase, three-wire system with star-connected load, the impedance of each phase is 3 plus J4 ohm. If line voltage is 230 volt, calculate line current and power absorbed in each phase. This is a problem from star connection. Here, 3 impedances are connected to form a star. Impedance of each phase is given as 3 plus J4 ohm. Since the impedance is 3 plus J4, we can infer that the impedance is inductive in nature. Here it's given the line voltage as 230 volt. So take VL equal to 230 volt. Question is to calculate the line current IL and power absorbed by each phase. Now let's look at the steps for finding solution. Here per phase impedance is given as 3 plus J4 ohm. For an inductive load, general equation of Z is R plus JXL. So comparing with the standard equation, we can say that R is equal to 3 ohm and XL equal to 4 ohm. Then for finding IL, use the equation IL is equal to I phase. I phase can be calculated using equation V phase by Z phase. For finding V phase, consider the equation VL equal to root 3 V phase, and V phase from this equation is equal to VL by root 3. Z phase can be calculated using equation root of R square plus XL square. Hence for solving problem, first find Z phase, then find V phase, next find I phase using the values of V phase and Z phase, and using the value of I phase find IL. Calculating power, use equation P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. VL is given in question. IL we can found using equation IL equal to I phase mentioned in step number 4. Cos phi can be found using equation R by Z phase. For calculating power, first find cos phi and then find power. Now let's find the numerical values. As the first step, calculate Z phase. Z phase is equal to root of R square plus XL square. Substitute R is equal to 3 and XL equal to 4. We get Z phase is equal to 5 ohm. Then second step, calculate V phase. From in star connection, V phase is equal to VL by root 3. Substituting VL equal to 230, we get V phase is equal to 132.79 volt. Then calculate I phase using equation V phase by Z phase. Substitute the value of V phase got from equation 2, that is 132.79, and Z phase got from step 1, that is 5 ohm. Substituting and calculating, we get I phase is equal to 26.56 ampere. Then next calculate line current IL. In star connection, line current is same as phase current, which is equal to 26.56 ampere. Next, find power factor of each coil. Cos phi. Cos phi is equal to R by Z phase. R is given as 3 ohm. Z phase we get from step number 1 as 5. And substituting, we get cos phi is equal to 0.6 lag. We mentioned the power factor as lagging because the load is inductive in nature. Finally, calculate power using equation V phase, I phase, cos phi. We use the equation because question is to calculate power absorbed in each phase. So power in a phase is voltage in that phase, V phase, into current in that phase, I phase, into power factor of that phase, cos phi. Substituting, V phase equal to 132.79, I phase equal to 26.56, and cos phi equal to 0.6, we get power consumed as 2116 watts. Next question, 3 similar coils connected in star take a total power of 1.5 kW at a power factor of 0.2 lagging from a 3-phase 400 volt 50 Hz supply. Calculate the resistance and inductance of each coil. The previous question you were asked to calculate total power from the given values of resistance and inductance. Here the total power is given, and from the total power you are asked to calculate the resistance and inductance of each coil. The power is given as 1500 volts. Power factor is given in question as 0.2 lag. Lagging means the load is inductive in nature. The supply voltage is given as 400 volt. So take it as the line voltage. Frequency is given as 50 Hz. Here, for finding the solution, consider the impedance triangle of RL load. The impedance triangle of RL load consists of RL, RXL and Z as its sides. From impedance triangle, we get the equations of R and XL. From impedance triangle, we can write R is equal to Z cos phi and XL equal to Z sin phi. Z can be calculated using the equation V phase by I phase. For finding V phase, consider the relation in star connection VL equal to root 3 V phase. From this equation, V phase is equal to VL by root 3. For finding I phase, consider the equation of power P equal to 3 V phase I phase cos phi. From this equation, I phase is equal to P by 3 V phase cos phi. So for finding Z phase, first calculate V phase. Then calculate I phase, and from values of V phase and I phase calculate Z phase, and then from Z phase calculate R and XL. Now let's calculate the values of various parameters. First, let's calculate the value of V phase using equation VL by root 3. VL is equal to 400. Substituting, we get V phase as 231 volt. Next, find I phase using equation P by 3 V phase cos phi. Power is given in question as 1500 volt. V phase we get from step number 1 as 231, and cos phi is given in question as 0.2. Substituting these values, we get I phase as 10.83 ampere. Next, calculate Z phase using equation V phase by I phase. V phase is 231 volt from step 1 and I phase is 10.83 from step 2. Substituting and calculating, we get Z phase as 21.33 ohm. Next, calculate R and ZL. R is calculated using equation Z phase cos phi. Substituting the value of Z phase as 21.33 from step 3, we get R is equal to 4.266 ohm. And For finding XL, substitute for Z phase and sin phi. We get XL as 20.9 ohm. Question is to calculate resistance and inductance of each coil. Resistance we got as 4.266 ohm. And for finding inductance, use the equation XL equal to 2 pi FL. And from this equation, L equal to XL by 2 pi F. Substituting XL as 20.9 and F as 50, we get L equal to 0.0655 Henry. Next question. The load to a three-phase supply consists of three similar coils connected in star. The line currents are 25 ampere and the kVA and kW inputs are 20 and 11 respectively. Find 1. The phase and line voltages, 2. The kVAr input, 3. Resistance and reactance of each coil. In this case, three similar coils are connected in star. The line current is given as 25 ampere, that is IL equal to 25 ampere. The kVA input is given as 20 kVA. kVA is the unit of apparent power. The equation of apparent power in a three-phase system is root 3 VL-IL. So root 3 VL-IL is equal to 20 kVA or 20,000 VA. The kW input is given as 11 kW. kW is the unit of active power. Equation of active power is root 3 VLI cos phi. So root 3 VLIL cos phi is equal to 11 kW or 11,000 watts. Since IL is given from the equation of S, apparent power, we can calculate VL. S equal to root 3 VLIL, and from the equation VL is equal to S by root 3 IL. Substituting S as 20,000 and IL as 25, we get VL equal to, line voltage VL equal to 462 volts. First part of question is to calculate phase and line voltage. We have calculated line voltage now. In order to calculate phase voltage, consider the relation in star connection VL equal to root 3 V phase. From this equation, V phase equal to VL by root 3. Substituting VL equal to 462 volt and calculating, we get V phase equal to 267 volts. First part of question is over. Now moving on to second part of question, that is to calculate kVAr input. kVAr is the unit of reactive power Q. In order to calculate Q, P and S values are given in the question. The relation connecting P, Q and S is S square equal to root of P square plus Q square. From this equation, Q equal to root of S square minus P square. Substituting S equal to 20,000 and P equal to 11,000, we get Q equal to 16,700. In kVAr, it is 1.67 kVAr. Next part of question is to calculate reactance and resistance of coil. For finding reactance and resistance, we can use the impedance triangle. And for using impedance triangle, we must know the values of impedance and power factor. So let's calculate it first. In star connection, the phase current is same as line current. So I phase is equal to 25 ampere. Again, from the equation of power, we can calculate cos phi. Power is 3 V phase I phase cos phi. In this equation, the only unknown is cos phi, and cos phi can be written as, equation of cos phi can be written as P by 3 V phase I phase. Substituting P, V phase and I phase, we get power factor cos phi as 0.55 lag. Then Z phase is equal to V phase by I phase. Substituting V phase is equal to 267 and I phase is equal to 25. We get Z phase equal to 10.68 ohm. R is equal to Z phase cos phi. Substituting for Z phase and cos phi, we get R as 5.87 ohm. And XL equal to Z phase sin phi. Substituting Z phase and sin phi. Sin phi is sine of cos inverse 0.55. Calculating, we get XL equal to 8.92. Next question. A balanced star connected load of impedance 6 plus J8 ohm per phase is connected to a 3-phase 230 volt 50 Hz supply. Using phasor algebra, find the line current and power absorbed by each phase. A balanced star connected load is considered here. Impedance per phase is 6 plus J8 ohm. And the load is connected to a 230 volt 50 Hz 3-phase supply, which means VL equal to 230 volt and F is equal to 50 Hz. Question is to find the line current and power absorbed using phasor algebra. So since here it's mentioned to use phasor algebra, we have to consider the angle also. Otherwise we can solve this problem similar to the way we solved problem number 3. Star connection, V phase is equal to VL by root 3. Substituting VL equal to 220 volt, we get V phase. The magnitude of phase current as 133 volt. V phase is the magnitude of phase voltages. Here as mentioned earlier, we should consider the angle part also. In a balanced three-phase system, the phase voltages are VRN, VYN and VBN. These voltages are equal in magnitude but displaced by 120 degree. The magnitude of these phase voltages we got as 133 volt, and for assigning phase angle we should select one phase voltage as reference phasor. Here we are selecting VRN as the reference phasor. The angle of reference phasor is 0 degree. So VRN can be written as 133 angle 0. VYN is displaced from VRN at an angle 120 degree. So VYN can be written as 133 angle minus 120 degree. VBN is displaced from VYN by 120 volt and from VRN by 240 volt. So VBN can be written as 133 angle minus 240 volt. The phase current in R phase IR is equal to voltage in R phase divided by impedance of R phase. Voltage in R phase is VRN, impedance of R phase is Z phase. VRN is 133 angle 0, Z phase is 6 plus J8. Please don't substitute Z phase equal to root of 6 square plus 8 square, which is the magnitude of Z phase, because here we have to consider the angle part also. So substitute Z phase as 6 plus J8. Calculating, you will get IR equal to 13.3 angle minus 53.13 ampere. Similarly, we can calculate the current in Y phase IY also. IY equal to voltage in Y phase by impedance of Y phase, that is VYN by Z phase. Substituting and calculating, we get IY equal to 13.3 angle minus 173.13 ampere. Then the current in phase current in B phase can be calculated as IB equal to VBN by Z phase. Substituting for VBN and Z phase, we get IB as 13.3 angle minus 293.13 ampere. The phase currents in the system are IR, IY and IB. Here by observing the values, you can see that the magnitude part is same, which means the three phase currents are equal in magnitude. And observing angle parts, you can see that each angle is displaced, or each phase current is displaced by 120 degree. Here we know the magnitude and direction of all phase currents and line voltages. Using these values, we can draw the phasor diagram. Since line current is equal to phase current in star connection, phasors representing phase currents represent line currents also. The phasors representing line voltages can also be added to phasor diagram after calculating the line voltages. To calculate the power absorbed by each phase, consider R phase. The voltage in R phase is given by 133 angle 0. The current through R phase is 13.3 angle minus 53.13. For calculating power consumed, we need to consider only the magnitudes. Power consumed is the active power, and power consumed or active power per phase is given by equation V phase I phase cos phi. Substitute V phase as 133, I phase as 13.3 and phi as the angle between VRN and IRN, which is 53.13. Calculating, we get the power consumed per phase as 1601 watts. Next question. A 220 volt 3-phase voltage is applied to a balanced delta connected 3-phase load of phase impedance 6 plus J8 ohm. Using phasor algebra, 1. Find phase currents. 2. What is the power consumed per phase? 3. What is the phasor sum of 3 line currents? In delta connection, V phase equal to VL, So V phase equal to 220 volt. V phase is the magnitude of phase voltages. 220 volt is the magnitude of phase voltage. In a delta connected system, the phase voltages are VRY, VYB and VBR. These phase voltages are equal in magnitude but displaced from each other by 120 degree. And here the magnitude of three phase voltages we got as 220 volt. We have to assign angles also. For assigning angle, we have to select one phasor as the reference phasor. Here we are selecting VRY as the reference phasor. The reference phasor should be assigned 0 angle. So VRY is equal to 220 angle 0. VYB equal to 220 angle minus 120 because VYB has same magnitude as that of VRY but it lags VRY by 120 degree. VBR equal to 220 angle minus 240 because 220 is the magnitude of VBR which is same as the magnitude of other two phase voltages. Angle is assigned minus 240 because VBR lags behind VYB by 120 degree and VRY by 240 degree. Since our reference phasor is VRY, we have to consider angle with respect to the reference phasor VRY. So select the angle as minus 240 degree. The different phase currents are IRY, IYB and IBR. The phase current IRY is given by equation VRY by Z phase. Substituting VRY and Z phase, we got IRY as 22 angle minus 53.13 amperes. Next phase current IYB equal to VYB by Z phase. Substituting VYB and Z phase, we get IYB as 22 angle minus 173.13 amperes. The third phase current IBR equal to VBR by Z phase. Substituting VBR and Z phase, we get the phase current IBR as 22 angle minus 293.13 amperes. Now we got the values of all three phase currents. Looking at the values, you can see that the three phase currents are equal in magnitude and displaced by 120 degree. For calculating power consumed per phase, we should consider one phase. Here consider the phase between 2 points R and Y. Voltage across this phase VRY equal to 220 angle 0. Current through this phase we got as 22 angle minus 53.13 degree amperes. Power consumed per phase is equal to V phase, I phase, cos phi. We have to substitute for V phase, I phase and phi. For V phase, we should consider the magnitude of phase voltage, that is 220 volt. For I phase, we have to substitute magnitude of phase current, which is equal to 22. And for phi, we have to substitute the angle between phase voltage and phase voltage and phase current, which is 53.13. And calculating, you will get answer as 2904 watts. Various line currents in the system are IR, IY and IB. From the diagram, we can say applying KCL at point R, we can write IR equal to IRY minus IBR. Substituting for IRY and IBR, we get IR as 38.1 angle minus 83.1 amperes. Applying KCL at point Y, we get IY equal to IYB minus IRY. Substituting IYB and IRY, we get IY as 38.1, 156.8 degree. Applying KCL at point B, we can write IB equal to IBR minus IYB. Substituting IBR and IYB, we get IB as 38.1 angle 36.8. Now we have the values of three line currents. Looking at the values of three line currents, we can see that the magnitude of three line currents are same and they are displaced from each other by 120 degree. Here we can also draw a phasor diagram using the magnitude and phase values of various line voltages and line currents. Third part of question is to calculate the phasor sum of line currents. adding the line currents, we get answer as 0. We always get answer 0 for a balanced three-phase system, since the line currents are equal in magnitude and displaced from each other by 120 degree. In this session, we have discussed some typical numerical problems. Some more questions and answers are included for your practice. These are the references. Thank you.